welcome back. Let us continue, shall we? Do Akira, I imagine you'd like to get back to it. And so would I. Unfortunately, Miss remains inconsolable. His failure with Lodi, such as it was, weighs on his mind. He's afraid of repeating the same mistake with others. And so, for the lack of a better idea, I'm thinking it's time to pay another visit to those furry little shites in the churning mist. What? But why? I can't imagine Miss helping a Moogle. My master used to take me to places like Mogham when the city became too much. The fresh air, the quiet, the isolation. Ah, yes, I have not forgotten how the Mughals helped Rial and me when we were moody and brooding. Though I would argue that we reconciled in spite of their intervention, not because of it. Whatever you say, Sid, whatever you say. Don't worry, I haven't given up yet. How could I? You wouldn't. Okay. Yes, Malcolm. Do. Oh shit. Right then, water under the bridge. No need for palms to be torn from heads and shoved down throats yet. Yeah. Our miss is taking in the sight, I believe. Why don't you join him? Oh, bloody hell. I need to. My mouse is just buggering off. I need to buy a new one. The wind in your hair, the sun on your face. Here you can immerse yourself in the beauty and the calm and forget the horrors almost. How far we have come, you and I. The others, they hesitate, but you understand the obligation, the duty, the need for atonement. What do you mean by atonement? We have lost so much, so many friends and loved ones, so many moments we thought we could keep and preserve them, but we are left with anguish in the end. Time strips us of even this bitter remainder. If we let it, but I cannot. This pain, this sadness, it is mine to bear, mine alone. This I understand now. Their grief will be mine, and in return I will give them peace. But who and when and where, that is the question. Even we have our limits. Who did I lose? Everyone, no one. We have always been apart, have we not? Perhaps one day you will understand, and then you will share my loathing and contempt. Okay. Oh, forgive me. I've been away from the others too long. Sid will be worried. We must return to them at once. Okay, I think this is the same thing that we've encountered with Frey. Surprise, it was me all along. There you are. I trust Miss has had ample time to reflect upon his mistakes. I am ready to resume my search for those I might help with my power. Difficult though it may be, I do not intend to give up. Glad to hear it. In that case, there's no need to remain here any longer. I say we leave this our cursed place and never return. Don't be silly, Sid. I say we show mist more of the churning mist. We did come all this way, you know. Come on, there's a place I'd like to show you. Now wait just a goddamn moment. You can't just go running off on your own like that. You'll be eaten by a three-headed gooby. Real. I can't pronounce her name right. Bugger me with a bleeding. Come on. They cannot have gone far. Watch out for belligerent Dravanians and mischievous Muggles. Alright. Yeah, it's the point where my left mouse click is like 75% responding. And a few, like 25% it doesn't, and just goes on. Like that. I'm too young, Kupo, not the palm. Don't give me that look. If that little bastards didn't want their heads carved in, they shouldn't tried to sneak up on me. Besides, they're still alive. You ought to give me credit for holding back. Anyway, I lost sight of the children. I'm not sure which way they went. I'll head north and circle back towards Asa. You head straightways there. Wait, where am I going? Okay. Do. Boom. Oh boy. You should have seen the look on Sid's face when the Mughals started singing and dancing. He was utterly speechless. Why were the Mughals singing and dancing again? It was stupid, really, but I guess you could say that Sid had become obsessed with trying to live up to his master's example, and for all the wrong reasons. He lost his family when he was young than me. Sir Umperej took care of him and Frey, but then they died too, so it's just the two of us now. He was angry and short-sighted, but now, well, he's still both those things, but not as much as before, so that's progress, I suppose. His master was very dear to him, wasn't he? Oh, thank the gods, you shouldn't have run off like that. Do you wish to see him again, your master? Huh? Where is this coming from? What has Real... okay, alright. I am... Oops. That's not one. Oh. That's... okay. Okay. Real. Really? Really?
Riel.
Oh, okay. All right. I did not know. Anyways, let me fix this shit. All right. Boom. There we go. There we go. Riel have been telling you. I mean, there is much I wish I could have asked him before he passed. But, wait, no, don't you dare, you little shite. Oh no. Oh, Sid, charming as ever, I see. Dun, 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 dun. Master, and this must be Frey's successor, a worthy one, I have no doubt. My name is Perej, and it's an honor and pleasure to meet you, Akira. You did well to come so far on your own before meeting Sid, and together you have both grown so much in mind and body and soul, as dark knights and as true heroes. Uh, there was a time when I was hailed as a hero too, for deeds meritorious in the defense of Ishgard in the name of the Fury. A brave and true temple knight, I was a slayer of countless Dravinians, a commander loved of and respected by his men. They would follow me into the seventh hell, and indeed, that is where I led them. Time and time again, they would fall, and I would earn the uh, accolades, yeah. And then they would give me more green boys and dreams of glory. Green boys with red blood spilled on white snow again and again and again. And then one day I couldn't remember the first one's face. I had forgotten the face of the first boy who gave his life for me. That was the day I left the Temple Knights. I know the tale by heart, but not the tale of what came after. Why a goodly man with titles and wealth, a man who could have lived out his days in quiet comfort, why that man choose instead to walk the path and to once more accept two children into his care? Ah, you asked me that very question long ago, and I told you that one day you would understand when you were older and wiser and stronger. Shall we put you to the proof, Sid, and see if today is that day? You always were fond of your tests. Now, don't be cross. You've only yourself to blame. These are your memories. Remember, ha! But of course you do. The point is, deep down, you wanted this, and while there's no substitute for the genuine article, you could do a lot worse. So do me this favor, this honor, all of you. One last dance with the dead. Show me the man you have become, Sijuguru of the Obsidian Heart. Oh shit! Shit! There we go. I hate that. Okay. Get. Ba 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 ba. Nope. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Oh, you bastard! You fucking bastard! Of course you would do that. Okay. Alright, I'm getting pissed off. Fuck you. Fuck off. Alright. Okay, you're an asshole. Okay. Ba 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 ba. Okay, come on. Alright. You're just pissing me off. Ba 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 ba. There you go, you're dead, bastard. Well done, Akira. Well done indeed. Frey would be proud to know that you carry on his legacy and mine. And Sid, my boy, my beloved boy, you nearly had me. Oh, spare me your sympathy, you bloody shade. I lost, and that's the end of it. You kept Rial and Akira out of harm's way. Sid, you did well. Learn to shut up and take the compliment. You asked me once why I chose to walk the path, why I chose to look after you and Frey, even though deep down you already know. But since I lost, I owe my answers from my lips. I was angry with the Temple Knights, angry with myself, angry with this twisted world where good men die for nothing. I was seeking justice for my boys and forgiveness for my sins. I saved lives and punished the wicked, and for a time that was enough, but nothing lasts forever, does it? And a man ought to have a legacy. I failed my boys as a temple knight, but you two were my second chance. I would teach you everything I knew, everything I learned from my mistakes, so you wouldn't have to make them. I would send you out into the world to do great things, and maybe it would all balance out. Well, that's all I have to say about that. You know what comes next, don't you? Though I suppose I ought to give you a word of advice before I disappear in a puff of smoke. I am your predecessor's master, after all. People like us will never know peace. Every moment brings us closer to death. Those of our enemies, our loved ones, and yes, our very own. The fear of death is what keeps most men alive, the dread, the desperation to escape the inevitable, if only for a little longer. But we are not like most men. We have seen what awaits us beyond the abyss. We have taught that despair bathed in that oblivion. We have ripped rivers for our dead and cursed the gods for their cruelty. This is our sword and our strength, and this is why you may one day stand above all. May the gods have mercy on your soul. Take care, Sid. Be nicer to the girl, and try to be less of a chocobo's arse. Oh, for the love of... Do, do, do. As the aether flows into your soul crystal, once more the depths of the fading abyss, you hear a whisper. Good, good. Glad to see it all worked out in the end. As for you, miss, I distinctly recall telling you not to do that. Forgive me, had I known it would come to violence, I... Don't you dare start pouting. I'm annoyed. And sore all over, but it's nothing that won't heal with time. All I ask is that you promise not to do that again, without warning and consent. Memories can be powerful and painful in more ways than one. That said, he was right. I've only myself to blame. If I thought I could defeat him, I would have. But I didn't think I had a chance, and so I didn't. Ugh. His injuries are worse than I thought. We should hurry back to Mogholm. For a moment, I was certain he would fly into a fury. Could it be that he is grateful for the experience after all? Then it was not in vain. Tired and broken though he may be, he is nevertheless better than for the pain. And in time, we too may be. There is still hope. Redemption is not beyond us. Okay, she is sus. Or he. Fucking hell. Alright, where am I? Okay. Ugh, I'm afraid Rial is right. I'm going to need some time to recover. I'm not fit to travel in my condition. Which means, oh gods help me, I'm going to have to stay with these fury little shites even longer. 2 more times, was it? 2 more times and we'll be finished with this boys' crusade. Not soon enough. Akira, be a dear and punch a Mugo for me, would you? So you can see Sid has yet to fully recover from his bout with Sir Umpage, and there is no time how much more telling how much more time he will require. But my quest will brook no delay. If we must seek out another soul in need of succor without their assistance, then so be it. Don't you agree? Then we are of one mind. Now then, where shall we begin our search? Well, war is perhaps the greatest source of man's misery. So much death and destruction a battlefield, perhaps. Yes. This slaughter you bore witness to at Castrum Oriens is precisely what that of which I speak. A tragedy which tore apart the lives of every man and woman it touched. My mind is made up. That is where we must go. All right. If I had it my way, I'd not let you out of my sight. But again, it's your soul's crystal at stake. I'm only here to help you reclaim your ether. If you think you can look after him by yourself, then by all means. As for me, I think I've finally recovered enough strength to make the journey back to Ishgard. When you've finished in Gri Abanya, come and find us at the Forgotten Night. Alright. For fuck's sake, come on. Oh, fucking hell. Fucking hell. There we go. Alright. Castrum Oriens, how it buzzes with life. So many brave soldiers resolve to do their duty no matter the cost. But have no doubt there will be a cost, and it will be most high. For no man is beyond the reach of fate. Death will not be denied. This place, it weighs on me. Anywhere but here I would search. Okay. Ba 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 da. Bam ba da ba bam 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 ba da ba da ba bam ba da bam ba ba. One second. Ba ba bum 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 ba da ba da bum bum ba ba da bum 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 ba da ba bum 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 bum. Come to share the fire. I would stand to greet you, stranger, but my legs, my eyes, the whole of me is not what it once was. Akira, I know that name. The voice by Rathgar. You're still alive. Praise him. Praise him. Who is this man on the verge of death? Is he your friend? Nay, though I am flattered that you would think so. This woman made medicine for me long, long ago at the behest of the Captain Mifred, when we were still in Quarrel Mill. If I kept it all for myself, I'd made a full recovery, but I couldn't. I had a dear friend, you see, and so I made a choice. He got better, I didn't. Ended up working for the Griffin, he did, as a right-hand man, even but like all the rest who went to the wall. He never came back. The irony of it, that I'd be the one to outlive them all, if only for a little while. And so I sit here and await the reckoning as I rot from the inside out, the husk of the freedom fighter I inspired to be. No, this is not the ending you deserve. I will not allow it. The man he spoke of, the one whose life he chose to save at all the cost of his own, the man is proof of his nobility. If he were here, do you wish to see him again, your dear friend? Who Dart? I more than anything, but there's no point in praying for the impossible. He died with the rest. I'm sure of it. He was the Griffin's double, and one of his two top commanders besides. Oh shit, here we go again. You're a kind boy, you are, and I'm grateful for your company in this twilight hours, but there's no need to trouble yourself further. My time is nearly spent. Then spend the remainder thinking of better days, Galleon, and not dwelling on the deaths of me and mine. God strike me down, Hordart? No, it can't be. There is not more than a trick, an illusion, a lie. But even if it was a lie, hear me, Hordart. I've a favor to ask of you. One final favor for a dying fool. Return to the Reach, to the Bloodstorm. Offer a prayer to our brothers there. I will, Galleon. You have my word. We should talk outside. Oh, that's fucking sad. I think I remember this guy. Yeah, I think I. Yeah. Oh shit. Oops. I didn't want that. Bloody hell. Damn mouse again. Uh. To Minfred and Galleon, you were larger than life. I always wanted to meet you, and here we are. Though I reckon this doesn't really count, does it? If only I could go back and tell myself what a blind, bloody fool I was to place my trust in the Griffin, maybe then Galleon wouldn't be dying alone. Listen, if he hasn't gotten much time, I'll lead the way. The wilds between here and the Reach aren't too dangerous, but as you can see, I'm unarmed, so I'll not be any good to you in a fight. Nor will I fear. We will have to rely solely on you for protection. Heh, I've no doubt you can keep us safe. You're the bleeding warrior of light. After all, let us be off. Okay. Bum, bum, oops, I didn't want that. Oh, I got that randomly again. Summon skills I've unlocked. Let's see, 5. I'll get that. And possibly... Do I need a healer? Not really. So... Let's see. Attack stance. Thank you very much. Oh wait. Give me a second. Okay, so Blackest Knight's the tank buster. Soul is a Q. This just upgrades the thing. So basically, let's go with that. Okay, I think that's good enough. Oh shit. Strong as ever, stronger than ever, even than you were that day, I reckon. They say that when the Griffin's men realized you were coming to stop them, they grew panicked and uninsured. How could they take up arms against a woman hailed as a hero of Erosia, a hero who had personally intervened in their lives for the better? Some blood some stood their ground and died then, and there for it I imagine, while others looked the other way and tried to find some more Imperials to kill. I pray I wasn't foolish enough to try and fight you. I owed you better. Holdart, speak to me. I'm fine. Just got just got dizzy all of a sudden. We have to hurry. Do you hear me? We have to make it to the reach. Bum 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 bum. I made a promise to Galleon, I will not fail you, brother. It cannot be the distance. We haven't traveled far enough yet. A man's memories cannot outlive him. I told you, he hasn't got much time, and neither do I. I'll hold on as long as I can, but in the end, it's not up to me. So close. Hordart, you must go on. You must make Galleon whole. Remember, Holdart. Don't you think I know that? He saved my life, and we all went and died for naught. For naught. All we ever wanted was to go home. Oh, come, the wayward brothers, bereft of hearth and home, beneath yon burning star, there lies a haven for the bold. Raise up your hands and voices, let fill your hearts with pride. Above the churning waters we stand strong and unified. We can. We can still go home. Even now, after everything we have done, we can still go home. I can't do it now. He fell and would not rise. He began to shake, and he was so close. He couldn't have made it. He should have made it. How cruel the gods to tempt us with this promise of redemption. We we did not fail. They failed us. They failed us. They, we, I. Forgive me. My failure is my own. I had my choice and I squandered it. Reclaim that which was yours. As the ether flows into your soul clear, so once more from the depths of the fading abyss, you hear a whisper. It is not finished. Not yet. You will come and pray with me. Okay, I have to slash respect. Alright. Wait, where am I going? I'm guessing, yeah, go. Bum, bum, bum. Oopsies, I didn't want that. There we go. Are you kidding me? Alright, that's BS. What good are prayers to the dead? They have no ears to listen, nor eyes to see, or hearts to console. Not remains of them save fleeting recollections, soon lost to time and to the abyss. We are left only with pain, a lingering sadness for names and faces consigned to oblivion. How are we to withstand this reckless onslaught, which threatens to consume us? Is there no truth but this, that all men must die? Is this our world to suffer or to shape? The world is what we make of it. I buy my sword. That is the truth. Such is the God's design. Alright. Indeed, we are only bound by the God's law by choice. We cannot save anyone, can we? Sometimes it is all we can do to save ourselves. Does any of it matter? What if aught have we wrought by our own hands? One last time, I gave you my word, and I mean to keep it. But know this, every intervention has come at cost, a sacrifice. When I have finished, naught will remain of me. But it does not have to be. For all our faults, for all our failures, we have made a difference. All the lives we have shattered, we can make them come together again. Time and death, our true enemies, need hold no power over us. I can make a place for you in my world. You need only ask. We should go back to Ishgard. You must miss Sid and Rial. To the Forgotten Night. Aetherite. The Forgotten Night. Ba 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 da da 1 2 3. Okay. Akira, I pray your trip to Greer Albania was productive. I am sorry to hear that. I mean, I am glad you reclaimed more than of your ether. But wish the circumstances hadn't been so depressed. For Miss' sake, we shall have to see how he is feeling when he returns. No, as far as I am aware, he has yet to return to Ishgard. He certainly isn't here, as you can see. Oh, God damn it. Don't tell me he decided to run away. And just when I was beginning to trust that little bastard. No, I couldn't still be wrong. He's earned a little trust. A few days worth, no more. God damn it, miss. We're going to have to track him down and make him return the remainder of the ether he stole from you, aren't we? He said that when this was finished, not would remain of him. Bloody, vague, and ominous, to say the least. We'll just have to press him for answers when we find him. You last saw him at Ralger's Reach in Greer Albania. Yes, we'll start there. I'm going to, and I want to take no for an answer. Sid's gotten better, but he's a long way from fully recovered. Besides, you'll need someone else to help you do the talking. Sid's no good at it. Alright. Oops, that's not what. What the fuck? There we go. Wait a minute. Okay. So above here. Looking for a young boy with long blue hair, you say. Reckon I wouldn't remember someone like that if they were to come this way, and I don't. Spoke with the fella before me during the changing of the guard, as we do, and he made no mention of anyone matching that description either. What the? Oh boy. Alright. Bow, bow. Alright. Oops. Alright. I'll save that for later. Ba 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 bow 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 bow. What's that? You're looking for that boy too, are you? I was watching some birds uh, late the other night when I hear someone sulking about behind me. Forgive me, I hear him saying before he runs off and disappears into the dark. Then I realize it's quiet, too quiet. Sleeping birds make noises, and mine ain't, 'cause they're dead. Every last one of them. No wounds or any other obvious marks, but there they lie, like the life was sucked right out of them. I don't know how or why he did it, but there's no denying that he did it. I demand recompense. If you find him, you bring him to me. Ah, yes, I remember the long haired boy, very curious, with many questions about the nature of ether. He conversed with one of the other conjurers for a time. I know not what they discussed, but from his expression, I gather it was important. Very interesting, interesting indeed. Okay, he's right there. Okay, near the peaks. Our inspectors returns. Tell us, have you learned aught of Miss whereabouts? Since conversing with a conjurer and possible killing chocobos, not sure what to make of it, that, though we can be sure he stayed here for a time, but perhaps no longer. We learned but moments ago from Gillo uh, here that a boy matching Miss description was seen leaving the Reach. He is for the peaks, and so we are we. Ba, 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 ba. No visible injuries, no bleeding. It is as Rial says. These beasts died from no discernible reason, just like the chocobos that man in the Reach claims. Miss somehow killed, but it doesn't add up. Other than his singular magic, Miss was utterly helpless, unless was he always capable of this? But we know the answer already. He stole your ether when we first met. Even if he could do it, even if he did do it, why? We'll ask him when we find him, and this time you'll let me do the talking. Search the east. Rial and I will head south. We'll meet in between if we find not. And if we do, either you will come to our aid or we to yours. As you survey your surroundings, you observe not of the ordinary, but on the edge of hearing, you hear a whisper to the southwest. What the hell? Seven hells, I hate being right. Oh no, it's this bitch again. On your guard, miss. Has shown his true colors. The ether or whatever else he took from those beasts has given him tremendous strength. Contrary to his early warnings, conjuring another simulacrum wasn't the end of him, and of all the wonderful people he had to pluck from our memories, he chose this stride de color not. He knows why we're here, and this is his answer. He summoned the monster that haunts Rial in her dreams and sends her screaming from her bed. Forgive me, Sid, but you gave me no choice. Say your name, your real name. Shall I ask you the same, who holds the reins? Though it matters not, we are complicated, you and I. Can you even remember why you came here? Can you even remember how many you killed? How many lives shattered? How many stories ended? Upon the surface of the crystal are carved the sins of the Dark Knight's past, and yours are beyond counting, beyond fathoming, without end. Justice is an excuse, nobility is a lie, murder is murder. And that, though we are most definitely not without fault, it is this cruel, indifferent world which has made murderers of us all. But we need suffer no longer. I sought to make these broken souls whole one by one, when in truth, the solution was much more simple. A world beyond pain and suffering and anguish and despair. A world beyond death. A world in which we never need bid farewell to our dearest friends. And how many beasts will you need to kill to make this world of yours? How much ether will you consume to see it through? Bloody self-righteous Cypherus from a mewling whelp. So your brilliant plan is to fill the world with simulacra of the dead, is it? And somehow that's supposed to make everyone happy. Well, you're right about one thing. I grant you that. The world is brutal, uncaring, without logic or justice. No justice, but that which we make for ourselves. And I'll be damned if I give it up so you can force your illusions upon us to assuage your guilt. Did you not uh, find comfort in your reunion with your master, even though you knew it was a lie? Did it not help you to unburden your soul, to find a measure of peace in this madness? I live not. I am not your enemy, not then or now. I will not fight you. All I ask is that you leave me to do my duty. It's never too late to turn back. You are still a good person. You can still be a good person. So this is your answer. Maybe you cannot accept what needs to be done, but I can. Goodbye. Okay, let's kill this bitch again. Oh fuck me! I'm screwing up my. Oh fuck. Okay, I am definitely screwing up my combos. Alright. Is that a challenge? Fucking LL Bird. What the fuck? So many broken by this world and then by you. So many. Woe betide the man who stands opposed to the warrior of light, for death will be his reward. Death for him and his king, and all that he holds dear. Woe betide the man who stands with the warrior of light, for death will be his reward. Oh my god. Death for him and his king, and all. Okay, what the fuck? My mouse is just bugging out. Like sands through the hourglass, everything we fight so desperately to protect slips through our fingers, and what remains? What remains is us, only us, and the memory of our sin. To walk this path is to suffer, to sacrifice. I tire of this charade. Serve, save, slave, slay. I've seen, I've seen sins plenty, aye, but regrets not so much. And if she's wouldn't listen to me, the embodiment of good sense and pragmatism, then what hope could you possibly have? A house divided cannot stand. You know, this childish rebellion ends now. What in the seven hells is this? A compromise, I suppose. Our dear friend here refused to let me take the reins, but I wasn't about to stand idly by while that impeccable tries to do whatever it was he was trying to do. It was he was trying to do. No hard feelings about right, Brem. Promise not to stab you in the back. It'll be just like old times. A dark knight needs a sword. Take mine. No, no, this is wrong. This is all wrong. I offer you peace, restitution, a chance to make amends. Do not think you are above it. Do not think that a reckoning will be postponed indefinitely. When it comes, I shall welcome it with open arms. But today will not be that day, and you will not be the judge. Oh, this is badass. Alright. Alright. Oh god. Alright. Alright, alright. Alright. Ba ba da da ba 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 ba. Ba ba da da ba 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 ba. Forgive me. I ask, I beg, I pray, but it never comes. Again, they go to join the magic multitude in the black oblivion of the abyss. Such is our lot. Such is the fate of all who are born to suffer and to die. Do not seek forgiveness, for it will not ease the burden. It weighs as it should. But what about of the lost? Do they not deserve to live again? They do, in our hearts, in our souls, in our memories. No one likes having to say goodbye, but it's part of a job. That's what makes the time we share together so precious. You can't obsess over the mistakes of the past, or you'll lose sight of the future, of the people still with us, who needs us more than ever. The greatest strength is born of the flames of in the abyss. Oh god, this song. Fuck! Ah! Listen to my voice. Listen to our heartbeat. Listen. I forgive you. I forgive you. I forgive you. Thank you. That is all I ever wanted. So this is it. Our one last parting, one final farewell after a fashion. In your darkest hour, in the blackest night, think of me, and I will be with you always. For where else could I go? Who else could I love but you? Ah, god damn it. I'm not gonna cry. Ah, fuck me. Ah, that's a very sad song and like an epic song. I cry with epic songs and sad songs. Anyways, let's go. Da, 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 da. You'll forgive us for returning to Ishgard ahead of you. I hope I needed some time to think of everything that happened in Griabania. I won't pretend to know everything you've been through in your life. A man can never truly understand what's in another's heart, and probably not their own, for that matter. I'm pretty much rambling at this point, but I suppose that what I'm trying to say is that I'm grateful for everything you've done for me and Real. I like you, I respect you, and I'll always be here for you if you need me. We're fellow walkers of the path after all, and friends I'd like to think. I've been wondering. Miss appeared at the same time the soul crystal cracked, yes? But which happened first? And why then and there? Damn if I know. Does anyone truly understand how soul crystals work? What matters is that the crystal and Akira have been made whole. And that said, a heart bleeds, a man weeps, a soul burns. Thence comes the darkness to consume, and few hearts have bled as much as hers. Speaking of bleeding, I think your wounds have reopened. If you would sit, it would be much easier for me to tend to them. You should go get. You should get some rest, Akira. Not all wounds are so obvious. Out of the mouths of babes and sucklings, praise alone. She's right, though. No need to overdo it by running off to the next battle just yet. If you must put one foot in front of the other, though, why don't you go back to where this whole damn mess began? Maybe you'll have an epiphany. Epiphany. Which will be at the vault. That boy literally how can I word it properly without fucking it up? He looked familiar like Yasao. Or maybe, and the hairstyle is like Horsefant. I don't know. What troubles you, Mistress Black Rose? But of course, this bittering cold this day, at times like these, one should be warming themselves by the fire. Not a day goes by without your name being spoken. You know the soldiers and merchants often bring us news of your latest exploits. That said, to hear it from the hero herself would be much preferable. But there would be no explanation. Were you to call on us, the pleasure of your company alone would be more than enough. Where, though, I expect it will be in the days to come, but your destiny was never to remain here, was it? Though a part of me wishes that you would. Forgive me, I find myself growing more and more sentimental in my old age, and in working on my memories, I have had to reflect on the darker chapters of my life. Horsefant lived his to the fullest, and if his story is preserved for generations to come, then I should be glad of it. You will always have a place here, Akira, for you are family. Now go. Do not let me keep you from your labors. The world waits for none, not even you. Give me a second. Let me. Hopefully, it's just like my mouse skipped. So I was thinking I skipped a dialogue. So let's try this again. Hopefully it didn't skip. But seriously, this is a really touching thing. So, okay, okay, not a day goes by without your name being spoken. You know the soldiers and the merchant. Okay, so base. That's said to hear it from the hero. Okay. Ba 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 ba. Ba ba da ba ba. From the depths of the abyss, you hear a whisper and filled. I can't even. The blackest night. This concludes the Dark Knight quest for for Final Fantasy XIV Stormblood. In order to undertake the next series of quests, you must first meet the following requirements. You must have registered a product key for Final Fantasy XIV Shadowbringers to your service account. You must have completed the main scenario quest, Shadowbringers. You must have completed the role quest to have loved and lost. Once you have done so, the next Dark Knight quest will be available from Sidruguru. Man. Bum, bum, bum. Oops. Oh shit. Motherfucker. And oops, I don't want that. I'll probably want that later. Let's see. Oops, that's not what I want. Okay, I can't wait to get another mouse. There we go. That is gonna be it for everything. God damn it! I really enjoyed this. These Dark Knight quests. That's why everyone's saying Dark Knight's like one of the best job quests. So yeah, let's return to Radgar's Reach. We have just one single thing left to do, and then after that we can end the episode. Next episode, once I'm fully geared with my samurai stuff, which is basically the gear, not the accessories, I'll tackle Omega and do 4.1. Oh shoot, that's not what I want. I'm too retarded. Stupid. Okay. Let's. Okay, I'm just fucking up everything. Okay, I can use that. What am I doing? Sort. Let's see. I want the onion minion from one of the Ram Reborn Crystal Tower Transformation raids. I use this and gonna use the legendary Furion, which is basically Shinryu's. Oh no! Oh, fuck me. Okay. There we go. Yep. So, this concludes this episode of 14. We shall continue in the next episode, which is the Omega Raid. Till then, fare thee well.